rukun, jaga harmoni kita tak mau gaduh-gaduh. Dia cakap sama.
Normal lagi kita nak bersabar, betul tak?
Tentang agama lagi. Sorry.
Molotov cocktail attacks, destruction of merchandise, and online manhunts. Convenience store chain KK Supermart came under fire after pairs of socks bearing the word Allah were found in several of their outlets. The socks controversy persisted for over 2 weeks, and just when tensions seemed to subside, new reports emerged of high heels, markings resembling the word Allah on their soles, as well as complaints regarding the All-In Hotel in Perlis bearing a resemblance to the word Allah. Following the initial socks controversy, the situation appears to be spiraling out of control with no immediate resolution in sight. These questions arise. Can Malaysia ever break free from the cycle of racial and religious discourse? How did the controversy surrounding KK's Allah socks escalate over time? Independent preacher FIRDAUS WONG brought attention to socks bearing the word Allah sold by KK Mart via social media on March 13th, calling for legal action. Subsequently, the convenience store management and supplier Xinjiang Chang issued apologies with tearful press conferences urging against boycott. However, UMNO Youth Chief Dr. Muhammad Akmal Saleh remained unconvinced, urging Muslims nationwide to boycott KK stores and encouraging UMNO youth to report to the police. However, amidst these events, instances arose where online users' personal information was exposed and they were compelled to offer apologies in person. Subsequently, they faced charges of insulting Islam, resulting in imprisonment and fines. KK stores in Bidor, Kuantan, and Kuching were targeted with petrol bomb attacks. While these events on the surface underscore tense inter-ethnic relations and frequent violent incidents, they also reveal deeper-rooted phenomena stemming from racial divisions, prompting reflection among Malaysians. When it comes to political strategy, AKMAL has shown remarkable agility, swiftly utilizing platforms like TikTok and various social media channels for public outreach. Whenever government officials caution him against stoking ethnic tensions, he promptly counters their remarks by posting TikTok videos. His response to figures such as MCA's Chong Sin Woon, DAP's Anthony Loke, or Nga Kor Ming have each garnered over 1 million views, with likes surpassing 11,000. These videos have elicited positive feedback from Malay netizens, many of whom express support for AKMAL, even claiming allegiance to PAS but standing with him in defending Islamic positions on this issue. In recent elections, UMNO's influence among Malay Muslims in the political sphere has waned, making AKMAL's vigorous stance all the more evident. In contrast, other political leaders often find themselves waiting for reporters to seek their response or crafting carefully worded statements the following day. This naturally diminishes their online presence compared to AKMAL's strong presence. After a week of silence from the Prime Minister and Cabinet Ministers, Yang di-Pertuan Agong Sultan Ibrahim Sultan Iskandar and Johor Crown Prince Tunku Ismail successively demanded decisive action by authorities. 2 weeks after the incident, KK Mart, Xinjiang Chang, and 5 individuals were charged in court. Following these developments, Sultan Ibrahim met with AKMAL and representatives from KK Mart in a bid to alleviate tensions. FIRDAUS WONG, the first to bring attention to the controversial socks, is a well-respected Muslim convert preacher. He is adept at navigating the internet and has a strong presence on social media platforms. Wong maintains 2 Malay Facebook pages, a Chinese page, and is highly active on platforms like TikTok and Instagram, which are popular among young audiences. Often assuming the role of a religious and racial watchdog, he vigilantly monitors social media comments, selecting specific ones, translating them into Malay, and sharing them across platforms to advocate for religious causes. According to the Digital News Report 2023 from the Reuters Institute at Oxford University, audiences on platforms such as TikTok, Instagram, and Snapchat tend to rely more on celebrities, influencers, and social media personalities for news compared to traditional journalists. This contrasts sharply with platforms like Facebook and Twitter, where traditional news and media journalists play a central role in news consumption. In the midst of ongoing religious debates, we have observed a trend where some Muslims and young individuals turn to online inquiries seeking the opinions of celebrity preachers who serve as religious guides aiming to address believers' uncertainties on religious matters. The controversy surrounding the socks, what do these preachers have to say about the matter?
Bagaimana tentang masalah hina Allah letak pada stokin dan kaki? Ada orang Islam sudah maafkan. Mana maaf? Itu hak Allah, bukan hak kita. Lain orang ambil hak kita, boleh kita tukar maaf. Ada pula mu tukar maaf. Mu apa? Tak faham lagi. Nah, orang hina Allah, kita pula tukar maaf. Boleh ke kita wakil? Bila Allah dan Rasul dan agama dipermainkan, tak boleh kita tak ada rasa apa-apa. Itu tak ada kemanisan iman.
Ustaz Azhar Idrus is a renowned religious preacher with an extensive following of nearly 5 million across diverse social media platforms. His team excels in leveraging live broadcasts and post-production skills to extract key highlights from his comprehensive preaching videos. These highlights are then edited into concise audio-visual clips and distributed across various social media channels. In addition to Azhar, other religious figures' perspectives on the Allah socks controversy have garnered considerable traction on TikTok.
You tak ada sopan. Pihak berwajib ajar mereka cukup-cukup. Let them learn their lesson. To be in Malaysia, you must respect the Muslims in Malaysia. Full stop.
Social media users also spontaneously reposting these clips, and TikTok's algorithm is amplifying their reach, leading a secondary dissemination effect. While some users advocate for increased tolerance and understanding during the holy month of Ramadan, the content they share may not necessarily appear on everyone's homepage due to the information bubble created by algorithms. Instead, users on the same platform tend to encounter viewpoints and content that align with their preferences, limiting the space for rational discourse and exchange of differing opinions on social media. Ultimately, the question arises: are we consuming social media, or is social media consuming us? The issues surrounding the Allah socks is not an isolated incident. Over the years, there have been numerous controversies revolving around perceived religious insults. For instance, a locally produced whiskey named Tima faced accusations of bearing a name resembling Fatima, the daughter of the Islamic prophet Muhammad. After extensive debate, the government at that time decided that Tima did not require a name change. However, at the heart of the Allah socks controversy lies a fundamental disconnect between non-Muslims and Muslims in Malaysia. Non-Muslims may question why Christians can freely wear t-shirts depicting Jesus, or why Buddhists can turn Buddha statues into light-hearted merchandise or memes. Some may perceive this as a modern and positive approach to propagating religion. Yet within the framework of Islam, such justifications are deemed unacceptable.
Saya sakit hati lah. Mana boleh ini kalimah Allah kita guna di kaki. Dia di atas bukan di bawah. So tidak patut, tidak wajar.
Perasaannya sebagai seorang Muslim, kita marahlah. Marah agama kita dipandang hina, diletakkan di bahagian kaki semua macam itulah.
Kita tahu nama Allah adalah kalimah yang terbesar untuk umat Islam kita. Itu adalah Tuhan, nama Tuhan kita kan. Jadi KKMAT perlu membuat permohonan maaf secara besar-besaran lah. Letakkan banner permohonan maaf atau sebagainya lah.
In an article published in the Singaporean newspaper Lian He Zaopao, current affairs commentator Lim Hong Siang highlighted a common narrative in Malaysian society regarding racial and religious disputes. Often these conflicts are attributed to political manipulation, suggesting a veneer of consensus and peace among the populace. However, the Allah socks controversy serves as a stark wake-up call, challenging Malaysians to reassess their understanding and empathy towards fellow citizens of diverse ethnicities and religions. It prompts us to reflect on whether we genuinely comprehend and appreciate the perspectives of others, or if we've been confined within bubbles or echo chambers of our own ethnic groups. Meanwhile, offenses against other religions such as Hinduism have also been reported, as Sashi Kumar, president of the Global Human Rights Federation, has repeatedly highlighted these incidents. Last year, Member of Parliament for Klang, Ganabatirao Viraman, raised concerns in Parliament about the approximately 1,800 complaints of insults against other religions. However, law enforcement agencies consistently classified these cases as no further action, NFA. Both Kumar and Viraman have pointed out the apparent discrepancy in the treatment of insults against Islam compared to other religions. While authorities swiftly arrest and charge individuals suspected of insulting Islam, they often exhibit a double standard when addressing offenses against other faiths. The slow response of public authorities to address public outrage and the passive stance of those in power only serve to exacerbate the issue. From the initial exposure of the Allah socks to instances of mob justice and controversial images of AKMAL wielding a samurai sword, Inspector General of Police Razaruddin Hussain has repeatedly stated that without formal reports, the police cannot conduct investigations. Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim called for investigations to be conducted according to the law and urges against resorting to mob justice. In contrast, AKMAL Saleh continues to call for boycotts and fiercely criticizes other leaders in the unity government. Deputy Prime Minister and UMNO President Ahmad Zahid merely advises AKMAL to handle the situation appropriately. Former UMNO leader Shahril Hamdan believes that Anwar's inaction during the month-long uproar indicates a lack of proactive measures, while Kari Jamaluddin openly criticizes Anwar for his perceived weakness and silence. It's a common refrain in Malaysia that religion is a sensitive topic, often leading to avoidance of difficult conversations. However, avoiding dialogue altogether is not a viable solution if we constantly shield ourselves behind notions of sensitivity and harmony. We will never truly understand one another or discern where the boundaries lie. Respect should be mutual, built upon a foundation of equality. Only when individuals acknowledge each other's equal status can they foster an environment of mutual respect and harmony. Achieving this requires collective effort and commitment to practice and uphold these principles. If you enjoyed this report, remember to like and share it. And don't forget to subscribe to Malaysia Kini and Kini TV. We'll continue to analyze hot topics in the country, and we welcome you to scan the QR code on the screen to encourage us to produce more great content.